I appreciate y'all boys tuning in to another YouTube video. We got UFC Bantamweight, Adrian Yanez on hand, ready to chop it up with y'all boy. Born and raised in La Porta, Texas, near Houston. He's Mexican-American and really emphasizes taking pride in the Mexican and Houston culture. His father, Adrian Yanez Sr., rest in peace, is his biggest motivator on his martial arts journey. In 2016, his father sadly passed away from cancer. Adrian Yanez has made it clear that his father's dream was to see him succeed in the UFC, so every fight he takes is partly to honor him. He's a real driving force behind his motivation. He started training at Metro Fight Club in Houston, Texas. Also, they have produced multiple UFC fighters. And my boy Yanez, he wasn't a blue chip wrestler. No, he took pride in striking, boxing, clean, technical striking. He loves repping his hometown. I need y'all to count how many times he brings up Houston in this interview. And he's very open about trying to inspire kids and help people from his community. Introducing the man himself, Adrian Yanez.
Okay,
there we
cool.
go.
Okay, let's go.
There he is, my boy. Adrian Yanez. Yeah. Introducing y'all boys. Spam W. I need CWs. I need some W's, y'all boys. We got Adrian Yanez on hand. First off, bro, I gotta ask you, man, how your day been today, bro? How your day been, bro?
It's been good, man. It's been good. I'm not gonna lie. Like, a sparring session got a little bit heated. I had to turn it back a little bit, so like it was a little bit a lot, so it is what it is. But it was fun. I was able to like be like, hey, like after like the sparring session was done, I went up to him. I was like, hey, bro, I just want to say, man, I didn't like that. I don't want that to happen again. So let's hug this shit out.
Yeah. Yeah, so it got a little heated in sparring. And okay, bro.
Yeah.
We haven't seen you this year, bro. And like everybody love your style. We love to see you fight. You said in January, you told me, you said, I'll be lucky to get 2 fights in this year. You'll be lucky.
Yeah.
Haven't got one in this year. So I'm just wondering, man, like what's the process looking like with that?
Yeah, so right now, honestly, I just got a call yesterday. Got some news. I do have some fight news to drop very soon, but nothing is official just yet. And it's not the fight that everybody thinks it's gonna be. It's something completely different. Yeah, it's like it's been a weird year for me. So it's like it's kind of been all over the place. I thought I was gonna be able to get a fight back in March, got injured, and then I thought I'd be able to return back for International Fight Week. No doctor would release me in time for that. So it's just kind of been a real up and downhill battle, up and down battle this year. So again, even like when I told you back in January, like it was gonna be hard just to get 2 in. Like I realistically like think even if I were to have fought in March, I don't think I would have had another fight till probably like same thing that happened last year for me. Like I was able to fight in May. I barely scraped one out in December because that was a short notice fight as well too. So yeah, like I wish I had the problems that Kevin Holland had and Josh Van had, where they're able to fight like almost every other 3 weeks. Yes, I wish I had that problem, man. I just don't.
Yes, sir. Okay, last question before we get into the real interview. How you doing, like mentally? Is everything going good with the family, the training? How you balancing things? Everything good, like with your mental?
Oh yeah, no, my mental's been good, man. As of late, like I got like I kind of was spreading myself too thin with a lot of things like coaching, being a dad, trying to get my training in whenever I could, trying to find out like what situation is going to work for me, what changes do I need to make. So I was kind of spreading myself thin with all these other problems that I was just like, you know what, fuck it. I had to be real selfish with myself, and I ended up meeting up with Coach Safe, with Brandon Moreno back in March, and we clicked immediately, and then it's just been a ongoing working relationship. And man, like having having an assertive coach that knows what he wants and doesn't want to change his style, just wants to add, like, has been a fucking godsend. And then on top of that, like with like the family, man, like bro, it's like I love it. Like bro, I love being a dad. That's my fucking like one of my favorite things ever. Like I I love being a dad more than I love being a fighter. But again, like I know, like this fighting, I know what I'm fighting for. So it's just a lot of cool shit, man. My mentality's been in a really good place these past couple weeks. Because man, not gonna lie to you, bro. Before I got medically released, bro, I was ready to flip a table, ready to fucking like I had a steel chair ready to for anybody who wanted it, bro. I was I was
Yo,
on yeah. Now
yo,
now like there's a light at the end of the tunnel. I got like the only thing I need to do is just sign the contract, send it off, and I'd be good. I'm solid. I wish it was a lot sooner than what it was, but you know it is what it is.
all right, glad to hear that, bro. So getting into the real interview, the real questions, the real what y'all want to hear, what the chat want to hear. The first question I got starting off is, what originally drew you to fighting? Was there any moment where you just thought, okay, this is what I want to do. This is what I love. I want to fight the rest of my life.
Dude, honestly, like it was my couple like my little bit of my first couple training sessions. I was doing like cardio kickboxing, but once I did jujitsu, that like changed everything for me. I was like, oh, like I know what I want to do. Like, and then once I started seeing the progression go on, and I started like getting stripes on my belt, started like all these things started to fall in place for me, and I just remember just being like, man, I gotta at least have one fight. Like, I have to do this. Like, this is so cool to me. Like, I love watching UFC. Like, I love fighting. If I wasn't in MMA, I'd be doing boxing. You know, because I always loved like watching fights in general. And again, I grew up like with my cousins and my brother always like wanted to put the boxing gloves on and just duke it out and all that stuff. So it also didn't help that my dad was a boxer in his young age. So like I was watching boxing fights like almost every other Friday. Friday night fights was a thing for it was just an instant hit for me. Like did a couple training sessions. I was like, you know what? However, I'm a part of the sport. I want to be a part of the sport. Like whether it's a coach, just training, working and training, or being an actual fighter. That was something I wanted to do early on, and I knew immediately. Uh, you know, and like I had even told both my mom and my dad like growing up. I was like when I was getting closer to graduating, I was like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Like we're not don't pay for college for me.
Yeah.
I was like,
All right.
don't pay don't like just if you're gonna do anything, just pay my membership and I'm good. You know, because I know this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. Whatever part of it is, this is what I want to do. And then after my first amateur fight, I just fell in love with it, and I was like, God, no, dude, I want this for the rest of my life. Like whether I'm there supporting or cage side, cornering my training partners or people who I coach, or myself in the cage. Man, I have to be a part of it somehow. And I fell in love with it, and that was just like one of those things for me. Like it was so weird, man. Like before my first amateur fight, I was on the verge of tears, bro.
Yeah. Right.
I was on the verge of tears. I was like, that was the first time I was ever like put in that type of situation. And I was like, man, this person is trained like 2 months specifically for me to try to beat my ass, and I'm here. I'm still in high school. This motherfucker graduated. I'm fighting a full grown man,
Right.
and I'm just sitting there like I'm a teenager. Like like it's senior year for me, and I didn't want to be that guy that like had a fight, showing up on Monday having a black eye, like swelled up, and all.
Yeah.
Like, bro, all these things were running through my mind. And go out there, I had a great time. Like, man, I just recently started training with that guy that I fought. My very first two
No
fights
way.
in
No
amateur.
way. That's
It was
crazy.
a full circle moment, and he's still fighting. I'm still like we're still training, fighting and all that stuff. So like it was a cool full circle moment. But yeah, that particular fight, the first one, was the one that got me hooked, and I knew immediately this is like I have to fight. Like
Right.
there was nothing else that I was gonna do. It was like I have to fight.
Okay. That's valid. What's one lesson you think fighting has taught you to carry, not just in fighting, but in life? Like, what's one thing you think fighting has taught you just to carry throughout their everyday life?
Man, honestly, it's the discipline aspect, man. the discipline aspect, again, that was just like the most generic answer I could probably
Yeah,
find.
right. Yeah,
but
right.
but it is true, man. Like I can sit there through weight cut week and just be looking at everybody else's food, being like eating steaks or burgers, and I'm over here eating air and all that.
Yeah,
So just sitting back, yeah. So that's what brought the most in that, like being able to put myself on a schedule, being able to like make sure that I'm hitting all the everything I need to hit, and then the same type of work rate I put in the gym, I try to implement in everything else. Like I'm not gonna try to half-ass anything I do. Whatever I do, I'm trying to like excel at it. And yeah, that's honestly the biggest thing because like like it's super easy to fall off the wagon and just like let yourself. Damn, I'm showing my age. Like
yo, yo,
I'm trying to not use all these fucking old terms, but no, yeah, I'm trying not to like go off on a bender and all that stuff, you know, and it took me a while to kind of like hone that in, but I kind of treated it as in like, oh, if I can stay strict and disciplined in this area, I need to go ahead and try to figure out how I can implement that into my everyday life. And it's worked out, and it's worked out very well for me. And as of right now, man, like I can like I'm one of those guys that once I start, I can't stop. Like I
right.
started cleaning out my garage just out of like pure like, man, like I got nothing to do today. Fuck it, I'm just gonna go clean his garage, and I just didn't stop. I spent the rest of the day just unnecessary shit. Like I'm just like throwing shit out, and I'm like, oh yeah. So like I got that compulsive order where I'm just gonna be like, no, like if I'm treating one thing in one way, I'm treating everything the same way. So
Right. Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Adrian Yanez fights on a Saturday night. On a
Mhm.
pay per view Saturday night. He goes out there. He gets a big knockout win. How do you
Mhm.
mentally reset? Like because you got to do it again. People want to see you do it again. So how do you just go
Oh,
out there and mentally say, okay, I did that, but we got to move on.
yeah. Oh man, it's like, bro, it's super easy for me to move on.
Mm-hmm.
Like to move on, it's super easy. It's like I'll watch the fight and then I start breaking down my own fight where I could have went wrong, where I could have gotten the finish earlier. Like I'm always looking at it and just like, all right. It gets to the point where I just get sick of watching that fight,
Right.
and I'm just like, all right, I need to chase a new challenge. I need something new in front of me so I can go out there and like uh, show what I improved on. You know, from my last fight to this coming fight, there's a lot that I have to prove not only to myself but to everybody else as well too. So for me, like I got to like that chip on my shoulder where it's just like, no, all right, I saw where I went wrong. Let's fix it. Let me move forward because now like I like even in a win like I wasn't even satisfied with that win with like last year whenever I fought Vinicius Salvador, man. I was like I couldn't even be happy with it. Like I was sitting
Right.
back and I'm watching. I was like, bro, I was sloppy as shit. I'm fucking out here throwing wild overhand rights, like really trying to like. Because again, my whole mindset for that fight was just, I'm just gonna kill this motherfucker. Like there was no technique, but like for me, like I got sick of watching that fight. Like literally by that Monday, and I was like, okay, well, I was sloppy as shit. I got the knockout, but I gotta tighten this shit up. Like I'm not gonna be competing at the highest level if I keep having performances like that. Even though it was a dominant win, I was sloppy. I was overshooting a lot of stuff, but there was also me just angry and this like. So it was like, okay, well, I gotta control my emotions. Gotta control what I gotta do. So this next person I fight, I gotta stay composed and gotta do my best to stay as technical as possible. Because man, whenever I'm on point with being technical, whenever I'm on point with just being in my flow state, I feel like not too many people can fuck with me, and like that's just like in my own head. Like of course, everybody else is gonna look at this and be like, "Man, no, he's talking about his fucking ass." And like, no, bro, like I've been in training rooms with like some of the greats, and like, bro, I still have sparring footage of like me with with some high level guys, and I keep going back and looking at that. I was like, if I can just get the guys that's in like this training room and put them in that cage on fight night, like I 100% feel like I would have had like a good run right now. I wouldn't be 1-3 in my last four. You know, I'd be like if I had a loss, it'd probably be at the high, like a super high level, like a
Right.
top 5 fight.
Right.
But that's just like, again, everybody looks at it and gonna be like, "Oh, you're just talking about his ass." Like, no, man, I have competitive rounds with some of y'all's favorite fighters, you know. So it's like, or there's a lot of times where I've stopped a lot of guys in training sessions, like you're like some of your most favorite fighters. So it's like, yeah, so I know what I'm capable of, but again, it's like trying to get that guy in the training room into the cage. So
Right.
that's what the main thing I'm trying to work on.
Okay, 100%. Talk to me about you growing up in La Porta, Texas. That's right, and
Yeah,
near
yeah,
Houston.
Laporte.
I know you rep Houston. That's who you are. Like you, the
Yeah,
Houston dog. That's who you are. Talk to me about what it was like for you growing up in Houston. Like just the struggles you could have faced as a child.
yeah.
Like when you first went to a gym. Like just let me know how was it like coming up in Houston.
Man, it wasn't even a struggle like growing up. I just got my ass kicked by my brother and my cousin
Right.
consistently.
Yeah.
I was the youngest one, kind of getting picked on and bullied. Like to a certain extent, it was like really like tough love, kind of looking back on it. But at the time, I thought I was being bullied. And it was just always one of those things where like we had a group of guys in the neighborhood that like were friends. We were like all around the same age, and we just always would just end up just fighting each other. Man, it was
Mm-hmm.
always like me and my brother versus other brothers and stuff. And like
Right.
again, like growing up, it wasn't rough. It wasn't rough, but like like bro, like fighting was also like kind of like it was there. Everybody wanted to do it. Everybody had boxing gloves. Everybody had their like Everlast gloves that they'd be like, all right, well, you want to sell this? All right, cool. Let's go to the side. Let's go to that last house over there where it has a little field and we'll just box it out. And, that's literally like anytime we had a, like some type of friction or anything like that. It's like, all right, put on the boxing, let's go fight. Let's go fight. Let's go beat the shit out of each other until we calm down.
Right.
But like I lived on the outskirts of Houston, but a lot of people just only call it Houston. We'll call it Houston. But I did have a lot of family that lived off of Telephone Road and in Houston, close to like pretty much close to Third Ward and all that stuff. And I know they had it really, really hard because again, like dude, in Houston, it can be really bad out there, especially out there in Third Ward. Man, that's again, I would travel like from LaPorte all the way into inner Houston to like downtown area and like going to that gym, going to Metro Fight Club at that time, especially bro. Like there was times where you'd have to carry a knife walking out the gym because there's crack houses right around. But for some reason it always just felt comfortable for me just to go, man. I don't know, it just made like going to the gym a little bit more like a little bit more. You walked into the gym with a little bit of an edge, and it just like came out in training as well too. So it was pretty cool, man. But pretty cool, but it was also very very fucking dangerous.
Yeah. Right.
but
Right.
uh, but no, like where I was at, there wasn't like anything crazy to the point where it's like a third war or anything like that. It was
Mhm.
not that at all. My training partner Cameron, on the other hand, like yeah, like he lives in Houston, and it was like he like that he had a way harder life growing up than I did. So like I'm able to talk to him about like those experiences for him growing up and all that stuff. But for someone like me, man, again, I was like most of my hardships came from like me just fighting my friends and just loving like fighting.
Mhm.
So
Right.
that's really what it is.
Okay. Switching gears, we got to talk about judging. Be honest. Do you think judging is corrupt or is just playing out like misunderstood? Like, what do you think? What's Adrian Yanez take on the whole judging and everything?
Oh my gosh, yeah. So so when it comes to that, like there is a part of me that thinks that judging can be super corrupt. But I do think where in some instances people be like, "Oh no, it's corrupt." There's a lot of those instances where I see and it's like, "Nah, that judge is just a fucking idiot."
Yeah,
Like
right.
these judges are just idiots. Like there's like, it's not like there are corrupt judges, but there's also some stupid judges, and those two get mixed in and like pretty much just get put in the cereal box. Like whenever you get the fucking box of trick cereals and shit, like you get the marshmallows, you don't get the choice of what marshmallows you get.
Right.
You might get one rainbow, might get one grape. It don't matter, bro. Like, but they're all mixed together, so it's all the shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, like even here in Texas, bro. Like I talked to like now like there's a I'm not gonna say his name, but there was a commission that a commission guy that I would talk to. He now refs, he judges and everything in the state of Texas. I talk to him consistently, like about judging. Like, hey, bro, like what did you score this? What are you like? What are your thoughts on this? And then even like in that like Daniel Marcos fight in my last fight, like I
Yeah.
went to him. It's like, hey, what could I do? Because I want to talk to you to see like where could have I done a little bit more in what area so I could have came out with the win. And he was like, yeah, no, like that fight itself is like actually like a study, like he studied it and he was like, yeah, no, like there's like it just really came down to that third round and it just was like literally it was just like there it was that close to
Yeah.
him. He edged it out to me, but also I didn't hold any weight behind it because I'm just like, well, you know me, you like me, so like I don't know if you like are gonna be a little bit biased whenever you're looking at this stuff. So like I I held weight to it, but also took it as what it was. But for me, again, and then I see like I go to these events and I look at these judges and I'm just like like, bro, like some of these people get put in just because of who they know, and I'm just sitting back and I'm just
Yeah.
like, that person has shown terrible scorecards left and right. Left and right, bro, they consistently show that they're incompetent when it comes to judging. But yet they still let them judge. There's a judge that they call 3027. They call him like that's his nickname. His nickname is 3027. Whether he's with you or for you, his scorecard will consistently be 3027, even if in that second round that guy completely lost. Like it'll still be 3027, and I think that's some bull. Like I think it's 100% bullshit. Like again, even if it didn't affect the actual fight score itself, I still think that it should still be judged correctly and
Yeah.
not
100%.
not not again like even if he loses the first two rounds, but he wins the last one, I feel like it should just be judged just off that, not just be like, oh, 30-27. Oh, this guy wasn't gonna win at all. So, anyways, like I'm not like no, like I feel like it should be 100% fair. Like if he won that round, give him that round. Don't just be
Mhm.
like, oh well, he lost. Like if it's a title fight, 50-45, but that fourth round, the guy with the guy who got 50-45, the opponent, let's just say he won that round, but the other judge is gonna just be like, oh, it's 50-45. Like, no, I don't think that's right at all. Like I think like everything should be judged per round. And some like that judge 100% is just a fucking
Yeah,
idiot.
right, right. All right,
But
switching gears. Switching gears. I got to talk about some of your fights, bro. Like,
okay, yeah.
we got to talk about first your UFC debut, Victor
Yeah.
Rodriguez. Like, I'm not gonna lie,
Yeah.
man. That head kick, bro. That shit was crazy. I'm like, walk me through that, cause that was your debut. That's what put you on the map. Everybody knew, like, okay, this guy, like, he's here. And then you rattled off some more KOs. We're gonna get to those, but walk me through your UFC
Yeah.
debut. Did you feel any nerves, anything? Cause performance was crazy.
Oh man, like bro, I was trying to fake everything like leading up to the walkout. I was trying to fake be mad. I was trying to be like, nah, like nah, like I got here, I work, like I just like and I was just like rattling stuff in my own head, trying to like put on this fake persona. But as soon as like I heard my walkout song, walkout music, and I'm walking towards that cage, like there was literally just like a freeing moment for me whenever I was walking. I just remember just being bro, you're here. Um, like nobody thought you'd be here. Like, so it's like, I'm fucking happy, bro. Like, I fucking started smiling walking into the cage. Of course, I locked in once I got into the cage. But I was like, but walking towards that cage, like, man, this is my moment. This is not his. It's mine. Like, bro, like, fuck this guy. I'm about to fuck
Right.
him up. I'm gonna be so happy about this. And then, like, what also made it kind of more satisfying is before the fight, like the weigh-ins and all that stuff. Like he was doing some dumb shit to my corner. Like Cameron Smotherman before he got in the UFC, I would bring him to like mostly all my UFC fights because I would tell him like, hey, one day you're gonna be here. And I remember just we're about to do the weigh-ins, and bro, that dude was just consistently just being stupid to him. Just like Cameron, he's a real one. Like he would go up there and fight him. But I was like, hey, bro, just kind of just chill out. Like, hey, like slow it down. But like he was just sitting there, just like making mean faces at him, like trying to mean mug and shit, and just like trying to do stuff like trying to bully him and everything. But I was like, nah, bro, I'm about to fuck this guy. That's why I got in his face in the weigh-ins. But like whenever I was in the cage, bro, everything felt smooth. I saw everything. I already knew it. Like I felt like he already knew it. I already knew what he wanted to do, and like his movement to me, I was like, oh man, you're a step slow. I was like, you're a step slow. Then earlier that earlier that week, I looked at Cam and I was like, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think this is gonna be my first head kick knockout.
That's
And
crazy.
he's like, you think so? I was like, yeah. Like right after that, like right after I landed, I go to Dana White, be like 50 G's, and I immediately go to Cameron. I was like, Cameron, what did I say he was gonna be? He's like, what did I say he was gonna be? He was like, that head kick, and I was like, you're damn right it was. And yeah, I just knew that that head kick was gonna be there. But also made it like better that like I was able to cut that smooth angle to act like gave him like I pretty much like just gave him a false sense of hope of like, oh shit, I can skate out this way. Nah, head kick for you, bro.
That was crazy. That was insane, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That really put
Mhm.
you on the map because that's your debut. And coming in like that, where you just look, you
Mhm.
were flowing. He couldn't really do anything to you, bro. One of my somebody from my chat, I'm gonna ask one of their questions real quick. Just throw it in. Can you ask him his favorite moment in his UFC career?
My favorite moment was I guess I believe it was like there's two moments for me.
Okay.
There's two moments for me. My first moment was that Gustavo Lopez fight because like everybody kind of looks at Gustavo Lopez as like he wasn't that good, but like I was watching him like on the regional scene consistently. I knew how good he was. Like I never counted him out whatsoever. And the whole entire time, like every interview, he was like Adrian Yanez, who, like bro, like who's this guy that everybody's so hyped about? Who's this? And I'm just sitting back, like, bro, I'm like nothing but respectful, and like I know who you are. Like I again, I kept my shit talk to very minimal, and he was like during his press conference stuff or like the fucking stuff like the media stuff before, he's like Adrian Yanez, who is this guy fought? Who is this? And I'm like, yeah, like I was like, yeah, motherfucker, like yeah, I haven't fought anybody. That's why I'm fighting you, motherfucker. I'm not trying to fight you. Like I'm trying to build my shit up, I'm trying to build my name up, and I'm still building it, and you're gonna be a piece of that. And then that was the last fight that my coach from like amateur to pro, like that was the last fight that he was in my corner, and like that fight for me went so flawless. It went straight game plan what we wanted to do, and like it was just a cool moment for me because like I was able to be like that was the last time he was a corner in the UFC, and that was me almost like that whole fight. I was just giving him his flowers, like hey, like right after the interview, it was like hey, like if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here, like, and I was able to be like, nah, this was you. He was pointing at me like, nah, you did. I was like, no, like you did
Yeah.
this, like you made this happen for me, and like I was super grateful and all that stuff. So that was a super cool moment for me. Like that one to me still stays in my heart, and especially that one started becoming one of my favorites as time went on because I just realized like at that moment I didn't know that moment was going to be the last time I had with my coach
Right.
like in the UFC cage. My next favorite moment is definitely like honestly it's the one that fucking really shot me out there to like especially at that time like I started getting all like this UFC love. They started taking me out to International Fight Week. All this like crazy stuff started happening for me was that Tony Kelly fight.
I knew
That
it.
Tony Kelly fight right there. That one was yeah, like they both like both my favorites serve different purposes, but this one for me shot me into a different stratosphere. And then like just with the whole build up, the whole story, him like going out there talking shit about Brazilians, then
Brazilians.
for
Mhm.
for Gilbert Burns to like be like, oh, I put a bounty on his head, then hit me up and being like bro, you knock him out, bro, you knock him out, and they're like, oh, okay, cool, the whole like fighting in my home state, uh, in the like the state capital of like my home state, that was pretty cool, and then like that energy that I felt right after I knocked him out. I was like, I had never felt anything like that before. Like it was so fucking nuts for me. And then like they entered well, I think DC was the one interviewing me, and I completely don't remember what I said. Everything sounded to me like in my head whenever I was talking. Everything sounded like like it was just stupid moments for me, man. But I loved it. And then yeah, because it opened up so many doors for me. And then right after that fight, bro, like it was a cool moment where Gilbert Burns like was like put it out on Twitter because I didn't want to accept the money that he was like trying to send me. I'm like, bro, like no, dude, I just won. I got 50K as well too, bro. I'm good. Like this stuff. But it was just so cool that he just like got MMA Twitter to be like to really like kind of bully me into accepting the money. And I was like, well, you know what? I don't want to get bullied anymore. So I'll take it. And then the cool part about it as well too is that like a matchmaker, Mick Maynard, he matchmade for me. He matchmade for me from my amateur to my pro. And then whenever I was like probably 8 fights in, like he got signed. He got signed to be a matchmaker for the UFC. So like him being there as well too was like very like sentimental for me because like he's like one of the last guys who's been there from the very beginning of my career as well too. So that was really cool. But yeah, those two fights.
100%. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, we got to talk about the Randy Costa fight because that first round of that fight, I'm not gonna lie, you had me scared, bro. I'm not, you had me scared in that fight because it's like that jab, his jab was like I'm not gonna lie, like he looked good out there in the first round. Like the jab, it's like I was like, bro, Adrian, you see that jab, bro? Get stop.
Yeah.
And then you start getting his reads, start getting his timing. Just walk me through just the final finishing sequences of that fight and leading up to the finish.
Oh yeah, no, I love that fight, but it doesn't top the Gustavo Lopez and Tony Kelly fight.
Mm.
But like I just remember just being like I didn't prepare for his hands at all. Like if you go back and watch a lot of his fights beforehand, like yeah, I'm telling you, anybody film studying Randy would have been so surprised, especially at that time whenever we were fighting. This fucker, all he threw was kicks. Like his nickname was a Zohan for a reason, bro. That motherfucker was like throwing feet and all that. He came
Yeah.
out and had a really solid jab, and like the way it came too, like it wasn't like a regular jab. Like I felt like I was moving my head slightly enough to like be off the line, but it was just like it just felt like a change up every single time. Like it was slow and then it went fast. And I was like, what the fuck is like what's going on here? Like I feel like I'm moving my head and I feel like I'm moving, but like it was just like the small change of speed. Like his jab started slow, like and then just ended fast. And I just remember just being just like, what the fuck do I need to do?
Right.
And then thank God for DC being there. Because if not, like that, like I never would have fucking got it. But there was a turning point in that fight whenever I like in that first round. I hit him to the body with the left hook. And I remember seeing him and just being like, oh, like he's fading. Like this is now like this is this point where he's fading 100%. Because I remember seeing his eyes opened up wide when I hit him with that body shot, and I was like, oh, this is that oh shit moment for him. Like I've been here and like again, I remember getting my ass kicked in the gym like plenty of times, and so I've been in on the like on that end. So I've been beat up before, so it was nothing new to me. I could fight back and like get myself back into the fight, but for that moment, I knew that he was like, oh, like this is everything's making sense now. He doesn't really want to be in there, and
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I hit him with that body shot, saw his eyes open up, and I was like, oh, okay. So that second round, I immediately turned it up. I was like, nah, bro, I'm going with those oblique kicks. I'm gonna stomp it. Like I need to control the center. Like I need to do everything I can to control the center, walk him down because I can't let him build the momentum up again. And then heard DC, and he's like, yeah, he needs to match his jab, parrying jab, and all that stuff. I'm like, yep, got you. Yep, got you. And then right after, like it worked, I was like, yeah, thank you, DC. And then from there, it just started just working, and I was like, oh. And once I got his back foot to the cage, I knew he wasn't going anywhere because it just was like the posture of like almost like defeat. Like again, I love Randy. Like I love Randy. He's a super good dude, cool dude. But I just remember just seeing him kind of just curl up there, and I was like, oh, this is my chance to put him away. And the second I hit him and I dropped him, I was like, oh, I can't let it go. Like it was a fantastic fight. It was like a back, like it was literally just like if you're watching that first round, you 100% think Randy beat the shit out of me.
Yeah.
But then you go into the second round, you're just like, whoa, this is a completely different fight. What the fuck just happened? You know, so. For those guys who are live betting, you know, you're welcome.
Hey man. All right, last fight we're gonna talk about. You know I couldn't leave this one out, man. It's actually I'm gonna add them both together because like you already talked about the Tony Killer fight. We know what Tony Killer was doing, the whole build up with the Brazilian disrespect. But we got to talk about Davy Grant fight. Should have been unanimous.
Yeah.
I don't know how it was split. Should have been unanimous decisions to you. But just walk me through that fight because that fight was absolutely crazy.
Bro, so that fight, it was literally me and a couple other people just training with each other. Like it was me, Cameron Smotherman, and Rafion Stotts. That was literally my camp. Like I had other training partners there, but again, like there's a lot of shit going on. I just like just recently had lost my coach.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that we were trying to do to try to create our own camp going on and moving forward and trying to keep things running. So like just that fight camp itself was super fucking hard. I was crashing out almost every other training session because like bro, like it was that shit was so fucking hectic, bro. Like I remember being to the point where I was like, nah, I need to do more. I need to do more. Like I need to do more. I was like, fuck it. I was like, give me a fresh guy every 2 minutes for I can spar. And it just turned into one of those things where like I was just beating up like training partners and I was like, I don't feel like I'm getting better, but like even to the point where Cameron and Rafion like we're just like, hey, like let's tone this down, let's move a certain way. And bro, like I wish I would have put Stotts in my corner for that fight. Uh but yeah, like it was just like it was completely nuts, bro. I'm telling you, those moments for that like that camp for David Grant, like there's a lot of crash out moments. Not only just for me, but for a lot of people in the gym. There's a lot of people talking shit. There's a lot of people that left. There's a lot of people that left and started talking shit, and like it was just not a good time for me. But whenever I got into that cage, and again, for me, that was like a super big step up from Randy Costa to Davy Grant, and I'm going against like the highest level name that I've ever fought at that point. Like guy was in the Ultimate Fighter. He's been in the UFC for so long. He put on banger of a fight like consistently, and like he had good fights with Cheeto Vera at that time that was ranked and all that stuff. So I was like, there was a lot going on. I'm just like, fuck. Like I was nervous. I was scared because I'm just like, bro, I didn't have coaches. I literally was just like, fuck, I'm running this on my own. So once I get in there and I just start seeing like it just like all my problems had just went away and I'm in there. I was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna jab his face off. Like I literally changed my game plan from the first round to the second round because I remember throwing heavy because I was like, I'm gonna be the first person to knock out Davy Grant. I hit him with the shot, like with like two big shots in that first round, and I just remember being like, this fucking this fucker can take the shot.
Yeah.
Let me just jab this guy to death because bro, like I'm not gonna lie, it does something whenever you hit somebody with the hardest shot you got, and they just look at you and they just kind of smile and it's like, fair play. I'm just gonna jab.
You got it. Yo, bro. Switching gears on just the rest of your career, because bro, like you have 9 UFC fights, so you've been you're a name in the UFC. People know who Adrian Yanez is, but hasn't been crazy active. We haven't seen you this year, so I just want to know like. Cause you're not old, bro. You're 31. Like you have time. Like you still can. Like you're not old, man. So I just want to know, like what's next? Like who is there? Anybody on your hit list? Is there somebody like a name that you're like, okay, I want that name. This name gonna get me here, so I can get here. Like what you think should be next for you?
Honestly, bro, like for me, if I didn't have coaches and managers, I would be fighting anybody and everywhere at like at almost any time, you know. So, uh, but again, like for me, like I've been keeping a list of the people that have been saying my name. Like everybody who's been saying my name, I've been just like slightly just like, all right, cool, noted. Like because again, in the UFC, it's not like everybody's like, "Oh man, fight Wellmaker, fight Talbot, fight this person."
Right.
Like stuff like usually never happens like that. You never just be like, "Oh, I wanted this fight," and that fight happens. Like the UFC has plans for everybody and what they want to do. Like again, like there was a point in time where I was gonna fight. Like there was talks for me fighting Sean O'Malley, and he ends up getting that fight with Pedro Munoz. And 100%, like I'd be like, I'd fight. I would rather fight Pedro Munoz too because he's ranked. He's fighting somebody, and then right after that Pedro Munoz fight, even though it went the way it went, that shot him to fight somebody like fucking Peter Yan, which
Yeah.
inevitably got him a title shot. So for me, it was like, all right, cool. It is what it is. I ended up getting that Tony Kelly fight instead, and like we kind of knew what direction we wanted to go in, and then start fighting these ranked guys right at the that Kelly fight. So I like again, it just wasn't in the plan for like some fighters, you know, because again, it's not like 100%. It's not up to me. Like I'm just like again, my manager hit me up and said, "Hey, we got this fight." I'm like, okay, cool. I'm cool. I'm good with it. You know, so as of right now, I got a name. I haven't signed a contract or anything. I got a name. I got a date. So for me, this one it kind of puts me back, like put my feet back on the road, just so I can start walking, so I can start going for my run. So for me, it's a solid fight for me to come back. Like if I'm gonna talk about like me as a business and talking about like me, what's best for me as a fighter, this is a great fight to come back to. You know, again, like I've been kind of off of a layoff, and I'm also coming off of an injury. It's not no super high level fight for me. It's like, hey, like let's get our feet wet and let's go back into this because again, it's almost close to like a year layoff. Like I took that fight with Marco short notice in December, and then all the way till November. Because I'll give you that hint, I'm not fighting till November.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, like it's almost been a year for me. So like this is the most inactive I've ever been in my whole entire career. And it's honestly to the point where it's been driving me nuts. And I just finally found peace with everything like these past couple weeks. Um so yeah, like got that name, and then from there we'll see what's next for me, and then we'll see the landscape. Because again, like since I've been gone, the division has completely
Oh my
changed from who
goodness.
it
Oh my
was.
goodness.
It's a flip of the switch. Like it's a night and day difference from December till now, man. It's
Mhm.
fucking nuts. Like that's how fast these divisions move. Like again, like Wellmaker wasn't a name to anybody, you know, and then he fights Chris Machino. Now it's like he's the next guy. He's this person. So again, like not saying for no shade, but like again, this is just how the division works. So like right now, like I have a list of names of people who call me out, and I want those fights. But also at the same time, like it's honestly what the UC has planned for me next, or for whoever next, you know. So again, it's not as easy like, oh, fight this guy. It's not that easy.
Yeah. 100%. I got some fan questions. I got a few fan questions that were sent in from the fans. First question is, what's your opinion on the state of the 135-pound division?
Oh man, like that the state of the division, man, it's the best it's ever been, especially now. We have a lot of these prospects who are coming out like and just absolutely killing it, man. Like again, you had a prospect versus prospect fight not too long ago with Felipe Lima versus Peyton Talbot. Like that one right there, like honestly, you never would have seen that before. Like you never like they're never gonna put two prospects head to head. They're like always wanted to build somebody. So like to the point where like that's where the division is, where you just have a like these killers fighting each other before they get to the next spot in the division. That's it's absolutely insane to me. Like that's 100% insane. Like there's no point in time where like they again. I would have been like, hey, like I would have been moving towards like let's just say Peyton fighting somebody who's right there at 16, 15, you
Right.
know, and Felipe Lima been fighting somebody who's like not as because again I think he only has like two fights in the UFC or three fights now or four, but he's still kind of low in those numbers. That I'd be like, oh no, like let's still keep proving him. And fight a guy who's in from 30 to 20. You know, find him a good reasonable fight for that area, and then like someone like Wellmaker again, give him somebody another somebody who like he's gonna make a highlight of. But again, that's just me talking business wise and what the for like the UFC would to make the most money and be most profitable. But again, it's the state of the division where you're gonna have those guys fighting each other, and it's like they're gonna fight each other when they're ranked because again, they're both young. Well, those guys young. Wellmaker's a little bit older than me, so that's crazy that he's
That's
considered
crazy.
a prospect.
That's insane.
Absolutely wild.
It is.
But no, like the bro again, that's the that's gonna be the new norm for the division right now, man. Like again, like they're getting a lot of these killers off the contenders, and they're citing a lot of these guys short notice that are training their asses off. Man, they're getting better. So yeah, it's the best it's ever been, and it's only gonna get better. It's just like the 55 division, just like the 170 division. Like the 170 division, like is like I actually had to take a look and start looking and be like, damn, like 170 has so many killers, man. This is absolutely nuts. Like bro, like Carlos Prates, fucking Mike Morales, bro. You got Shavkat still up there. You got Ian Gary, bro. Like, and then the list keeps going on and on and on. So you're just like, what the fuck? Like the level of MMA right now is just exploding. So like, don't be surprised that like you get like prospect versus prospect on their debut fights, man. Like it's just that crazy now.
100%. What advice would you give to younger fighters about pre-fight nerves and dealing with the bright lights?
So that one to me is just like it's like don't fake it. Like that's the best way for me to explain it. Don't fake it. Whatever you feeling, feel it. Whatever you're feeling, feel it. Like that's like the best way I can put it. Like if you're feeling happy, man, be happy, man. If you're feeling sad, like do what you need to do to make yourself not feel sad. Like man, if you gotta go fucking cry it out, go fucking cry it out, bro. In the back, like go do what you need to do. Don't have this like don't fake it. Like, cause then again, like you start trying to fake it, but then again, when you start trying to fake shit, a lot of stuff gets exposed later on in the fight itself. So, like again, like you have to be authentically you, the way that you're in training camp, the way that you're in, like how you are every day, bro. Like it's like you have to feel those emotions and like the walk and again, like going back to the training camp, and if you feel like you had the best training camp that you prepared for, like walking into that cage, like you have to trust the process as well too. Feel what you feel, trust the process. Because if you don't, you're gonna walk in there and just be like, "Fuck, I didn't train hard enough. Fuck, like oh my gosh, man, this man's about to fucking kill me." And I'm over here trying to fake act mad and shit. And like, no, no, bro, don't lie to yourself. Don't lie to yourself, man.
Yeah.
Biggest thing, don't lie to yourself. Trust the process. Feel what you feel.
Okay. Next question. How do you want to be remembered as a UFC fighter?
Man, it's I do want to be one of those guys that's like it it might sound bad, but like I like kind of like a Dustin Poirier.
Mm.
Like fans absolutely love him. Like he didn't take the hard. He did well. He took the hard. He took like I was about to say. He didn't take the easy route.
Mm.
Every fight that he had was hard. Like he's fought the best of the best. You go back and you look at his resume, you're gonna be like, damn, like he fought everybody, man. Like that's how I want to be remembered, man. Even somebody like Max Holloway as well too. Like those are kind of like guys who I look at and I was like, man, I would love to emulate my career like those guys. You know, especially like Dustin Poirier, man. What he does, what he's done for MMA, what he's done for his community, like the Good Fight organization, man. I want to get to the point where I can able to help out wherever I can in whatever way I can. You know, so like in cage, out of cage, like that's the goal to be some like something like Dustin Poirier. Because man, again, all the good that he's done, and he's a fighter through and through. Like even in that last fight that he had with Max Holloway, man, he was just again, he was unapologetically honest. He was like, yeah, like the point of the ground. He's like, yeah, fuck it, I am gonna shoot, bro. Stop. Like I think that's cool, and he can be absolutely honest and not try to put up a front or anything like that. He's him 100%, and that's I don't want people to look back and be like, oh, like do the Connor thing where he's in there with Khabib and he's like, it's only business, brothers. Like, nah, bro, like you're gonna get me through and through, whether it's business or whatever it is, man. I want these people to know that they're getting me. So if you don't like me, like I just know you just don't fuck with me. So I'm cool with that. because that makes it easier for me. But if you don't like me because of what I put out there, like, or like me trying to fake to be something, then I'm just gonna be like, yeah, I wouldn't like myself either. Like, so,
Right.
like, I'm not trying to be fake whatsoever. So, like, somebody like Dustin Poirier, I think that's like how I would love my career to be. Because again, like this division is tough, and it's starting to be like that 155 division.
Yeah, but we gotta remind them though, bro. We have to remind them soon. They gonna have to learn that Adrian Yanez ain't going nowhere, brother. They gonna have to learn this. But next thing I had to ask was, we all take losses, in life,
Yeah.
whatever going on. What's the biggest lesson you've learned from a defeat in your career?
Oh man, so like after again, like the biggest reason why I got into the sport is because of like not only because I grew up like this, but it's also like I've always played like I played football, I played baseball, I played like a lot of these sports, and it was always easy for me to point to somebody else to be like, "Oh, you lost us this game." Like, nah, like in fighting, it's all you, bro. Like you, like of course you have a team that helps get you there, but like it's at the end of the day, it's you. So like you go into a fight, you have nobody else to blame for you but yourself. So for me, like going through that fight, like the hardest one for me to deal with was definitely it was the Jonathan Martinez fight for that one, because I had to sit down on a machine where my leg was getting like pulled, because I had to have surgery after that fight. That's how bad my leg was. I had to, and like for the next 3 days after that surgery, bro, like that, I was on a machine where it was moving my leg for me and everything. So it was like I had to sit there and think in my own fucking like like 8 hours, 8 to 10 hours on that machine, bro. Sitting there, laying there, and just like that's all you get to think about. So I'm just sitting back and I just had to think about it. It's like, man, like nah, like I gotta do something different. I gotta change something. What the fuck? Like, and then it just made it easier. Like once I got past that stage of like just being so upset with myself, it was just to the point where it's like, all right, like what can I do to make it better? There's always something I can do. I need to change something. So uh I ended up like kind of just like putting myself in a positive mindset. Again, even then, like even to this day, it's still hard to keep myself in a positive mindset. And then like for me to watch that fight, uh, like like I started looking at it from a different perspective instead of just me just watching it as a loss. Like fuck, like oh man, dude, fuck, I can't watch this fight. Like bro, like you're gonna have to do those tough lessons anyways because you're gonna have to see where you went wrong. And I remember seeing that fight, just like that motherfucker and his team, bro. Like they like the hours that his team. Because I ended up talking to him. We had the same manager. We talked a lot about it as well too. I talked to Jonathan Martinez. Me and Martinez are real cool. So I after talking to him, I was like, yeah, no, they did like 20 plus hours of film study. Like literally, like 20 plus, like it's like over a day's worth, like a 24-hour day just dedicated to me and what they're gonna do against me. Like literally 20, like just think about that. Like from UFC careers, from watching David Grant, from them watching Tony Kelly, from them watching the Rob Font fight, from them watching like all these fights. Like it just made me look and started seeing like, oh man, I'm not doing enough. So like I was always able to learn. Like you can kind of see like there's valuable lessons in every fight, and that one right there to me, it fucking sucked. Because again, that's like one that almost reminds me of my first professional fight loss. You know, like my first professional loss. That one got me too, because that one ended up breaking my jaw. But it especially at that time, it was like more mindset. Like I got caught, but again, it's just, like there's no you just getting caught. There's a reason why all this shit happened. So again, I had to kind of bite my tongue and just be like, no, I just didn't get caught. I got fucking beat from bell to bell, and I have to see why the fuck that happened. And yeah, that made me look at my losses a lot differently. So I don't lose, I learn. You know.
100%. The final fan question is: would you rather take a money fight? Would you take a money fight over a title fight?
So it depends on how much the money fight is. like I'll say this because the title fight, like automatically is going to get you paid more continuously. So if you're telling me I'm gonna get a money fight, it has to be something for sure, like it has to be for sure over 6 figures. It has to be like 7 to 8. Where if it was 8 figures, I know I could be like, all right, cool. I'm gonna put this in the stock market. Watch this, like, bro, like buy myself a nice little comfortable house, like a 4 or 5 bedroom house. That'd be nice, you know. Fuck it, like pay that off and then put some of it in the stock market so I can live off the interest and like have that to pay my taxes as well too. So like I think that would be real dope, and it'd be like, oh yeah, that's that fuck you type of money. That's the money type of money I want. But the title fight. So let's just say, depending on the title fight, let's just say if it was O'Malley and me and him were just would be talking shit to each other, I know that fight would sell. But again, with the pay per view numbers being gone, a title fight might just be a 6 figure fight, like a 6 figure payday for you if you're the challenger. So I don't know. It would have to. It would all be dependent on how much the money fight would actually be. Because if it's just a million, rather than me fighting for like let's just say 600,000, because I know like if it's just that one, like that one money fight is just $1 million, then it's like I can make that in 2 fights, you
Right.
know, and it's like if especially if I'm gonna be able to fight for a title, let's just say it's a $600,000 for for that fight. Like, all right, cool, I'll take it. And then I go out there. There's a big possibility of me winning. Then I go out there. I can have another fight, get that pay bump to like maybe 750, and be like, hey, bro, I'm making champ money. By that time, you already made 13. You already made 1.35. You know, so it's like, all right, cool. If it's 1 million, I don't give a fuck about that million because I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it fighting. But once the figure starts changing to like, hey, it's a $10 million fight. Yeah, yeah, fuck this, dude. I'm gonna take that money fight all day.
Right.
Yeah. As soon as I see 8 figures, I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, sign me up, dog.
Yeah. 100%. All right. The last segment of the video, man. We got rapid fire. I'm gonna ask you some questions. You just answer, and we just gonna go until they gone.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Okay.
All right. Striking or grappling?
Striking.
Fight night walkout
Yeah.
song. What's your go-to walkout song?
Fight night go to fuck. That's a different one. It's a good one. Chunk of the Deuce. By Low Kiki and Paul Wall.
Who's the funniest fighter in the UFC?
Funniest. Man, I'm not gonna lie. I would probably have to say unintentionally funny. DDP.
Okay. What's your
Unintentionally.
What's your favorite KO you've ever seen? Not one of yours.
No, so not one of mine. One of my favorite KOs I've ever seen. Oh, that's a good one. That is not. Oh, I was able to see Holly Holmes throw a head kick for Legacy. She was fighting for Legacy before she got into the UFC. I built the cage that night, and I remember Holly Holmes knocking out this girl. Like the girl missed weight, but she head kicked her, and I remember like just watching that. I was like, oh, dude, that's like she's the next big thing. So I was able to see a champ before she came champ. So like to me, that was one of my favorites.
Who do you think is the best fighter in the world right now?
Best fight. If we're taking steroids into account, where like we don't care if steroids are being used, John Jones. But if we are taking that as an asterisk, then I'm gonna go to Tom Aspinall.
I like it. I like it. Dream opponent,
Yeah,
past or present.
again.
Dream opponent, past or present.
It'd be past or present. Well, they're both in the past now, but it was Frankie Edgar and Jose Aldo.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Who has the best nickname in the UFC?
Best nickname for me, it was definitely two come to mind. Steve Edwards, the Thug Jitsu, and then Jens Pulver, Little Evil.
Oh, I like that. Okay, if you weren't fighting, what sport would you be in?
Something that pays a lot. I no, I'm not. I wouldn't be good at football. I wouldn't be good at basketball. Like I can't shoot for shit. I'm not like I don't have the physical ability of being an NFL player. So maybe baseball because I have like a little bit of a chance because you got someone like Jose Altuve going out there and killing it. But honestly, like I hear your golf play like the golf they get paid very well too. So I would try to get good at golf. But yeah, I'd probably say baseball.
Okay. What's your favorite thing to eat after weigh-ins?
After weigh-ins, oh man, after weigh-ins can't really go crazy. So after a fight, my favorite restaurant just got shut down not too long ago. Fuck, so I don't know. I'd probably just say pizza, bro. Like I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm a simple man, simple man. So pizza, tacos, that's my thing, man.
Early stoppage or late stoppage?
Oh yeah, it's a good one. Fuck, early because late. I've been in the corner with somebody who went late, and I remember like looking at the ref, feeling like I'm gonna punch you in the face because it was one of my guys that got knocked out, and I just remember being like, "Ooh, you bitch! Ooh, you motherfucker!"
Yo, so late stoppage, okay. Favorite UFC fight of all time?
Ooh, that's a good one. So JDS versus Cain Velasquez 3, just because I was there live. A close second is the Diego Sanchez versus Gilbert Melendez because that was my first UFC event live. So both those fights, same night, co-main event, main event. Like that was to me like first UFC fight I ever went to, and I got to see those two fights live, and that to me, like to this day, like I love those two fights.
3 words to define you as a fighter.
Oh shit. 3 words that scared bitch. No, I'm just fucking.
Yo. Yo.
No, man. Uh Powerful boxer, no checks. No check. I'm sorry, I can't talk about myself seriously, bro. I'm not even
Hey,
gonna lie to you, bro.
hey, man, I feel you, brother. I think I already know the answer to this one, but it could be different. If you could headline any city in the world, where is it?
Oh, bro, yeah, 100%. Hey, it's Houston through and through, but a close second would be San Antonio. A close third is Dallas, and then if they want to go to Austin again, that's my fourth. You know.
Yeah, I should have knew it was gonna be somewhere in Texas, but I gotta
Oh,
ask
all
you though,
Texas.
bro. I do gotta ask you, like, cause last time you gave me your top 10, I just want to know your top 5. Like, is anything different? Like, I want to know like your top 5. I know it's gonna be different because it's everybody's stuff is different, so I want to hear yours.
Top five greatest of all time.
Yes.
So, if two lists, steroids, no steroids, no steroids. Uh I'll probably have to go to be DC. Fuck, I'll probably go Volkanovski, Mighty Mouse. But honestly, I'm just throwing these out there. They're not like in any specific order.
Mhm.
And then I'm forgetting GSP, but I'm putting GSP in there. With steroids, John Jones, Anderson Silva, GSP, uh, Uberim.
Oh man.
Uberim whenever he before he got before Bigfoot. Uh this list is with steroids, guys.
Yes, yes.
Don't take me on that
Yeah.
one. This number five. Mm, fuck, that is a good one. I'll put Khabib in there. Like even though no steroid accusations, but oh wait, did I say GSP?
Oh yeah, you did.
Like I know I put him in non steroids, but if this like the steroid list is still on there.
Okay. 100%,
Like
bro. Like I like that. What I do want to ask, I never did ask, what was your whole take on the whole John Jones and Tom Aspinall situation?
uh yeah, so that one is one of those where like I feel bad for Tom Aspinall because he kind of wasted a long time like waiting for that fight. I wish that fight happened, but man, John Jones, man, he doesn't need that fight for his legacy, but the way how he kind of played it out, it definitely kind of starts putting a little bit of asterisks towards the end of his career. But again, to me, he's still John Jones. Like he already has asterisks for the steroids and everything, but like at the end of the day, people are gonna forget about this years to come because again, he's retired. If he comes back and doesn't fight Tom Aspinall, then it's like, oh, okay, like oh, we know what it was, you know. But if he stays retired, then it's like, hey, bro, like just just don't talk about Tom and just live your life. And I'm telling you, everybody's gonna forget about it. Everybody's gonna forget about that whole debacle because they already forgot about a lot of stuff before with him. Even just the fact that he didn't take the Chael Sonnen fight short notice and all that stuff. Like everybody forgot that. Like nobody blames him for that anymore. So looking at it is like, yeah, like bro, don't come back.
Yeah.
Just don't come back. Because if you do, like it's Tom or nothing, you know.
Yeah.
So and I'm hoping like I'm also kind of hoping that Tom kind of runs through Cyril Gahn just so it can be like it causes a little bit of a flame to spark something going. But if he loses to Cyril Gahn, then that's gonna be like, well, you know, maybe John was right. So again, like in due time, things will fold over. But as of right now, I got it. It's looking like you know, every single time his profile picture on Twitter where it's a duck, you know. So I'm like, hey, bro, like
Yeah.
if you're gonna lean into it, like everybody knows, like now, you know, it's not looking too good. But again, time will fucking erase a lot of this stuff out of history.
Ilya Taporia, Islam Makhachev. You gotta let me know your thoughts on that.
That's a good one. I'm not gonna lie. If Islam can if Islam isn't able to control Taporia on the ground, I do feel like he gets knocked out. Like Taporia, like bro, that man has power. Like then the way he generates it, the way his rotation whenever he throws his punches, man, it's a kill shot every single time. So man, it's like because I like defensively like Islam gets hit a lot, and he will entertain the stand up. So I'm like I do lean towards Taporia, but again, if he like it all depends on the first grappling exchange to me. Like if Taporia can survive the way Volkanovski survived in that first fight, then I do feel like he knocks Islam out. But again, if he goes out there, gets taken down, and gets controlled for the first round, then I'm just like, okay, like it's Islam all day. So again, like I'm not gonna be like I'm not giving you for sure answer. I'm giving you 55-45 percentage wise for me, and it's like and I'm slightly leaning towards Taporia.
Okay, 100%, bro. Ending everything off, bro. Let anything you want to say to the chat, any final thoughts, anything, just wrapping it up the video, man.
Oh, chat! Fuck you, chat! No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Yes, that's clip. That's clip.
No, so like no, all love, guys, man. Thank y'all for the support. Whether you're watching to see me lose or whether you're watching to see me win, I'm just gonna try to put on a good fight every single time, man. Shout out for y'all that tune in. Thank you for the platform for you jumping on to, here for this interview, man. Thank you for that. That's pretty dope, man. I myself have been trying to do a little bit more interviews, but it's just been fucking crazy. It's been nuts. I haven't done one in a very long time, and I'm trying to do a little bit more stuff on TikTok and do all this stuff live as well too. So like
Yeah.
doing the like I'm only showing everybody what I want them to see. So it's like me doing a boxing session, you know, get those like, hey, check those kicks, and I'm like, nah, fuck you, like doing stuff like that is pretty cool. But again, I might go live tomorrow at 9 a.m. for my boxing session. Who knows, man? Who knows? I might go live for like these other guys that spar. You know, I'm trying to do a little bit more on TikTok, trying to be a little bit more open with what we're doing and all that stuff. So yeah, man. Again, also, thank you, man. Thank you for having me on. This is dope as shit.
Nah, bro, I appreciate you, the opportunity, man. You know, it's hard to talk to fighters, man. Y'all, I know as much as y'all don't want to be celebrities, but y'all are, man. But I genuinely appreciate you for taking time out to come on here, bro. Like you my first ever interview. You talked to me when I had 4,000 followers. Now I'm over 10,000 and you still talk like I really appreciate you, man. I'm never gonna forget about this moment. We whoever you fight, we on elite hate watch. I need you winning. You will win. You coming back. Everybody who wants smoke, they gonna get it. But yeah, man, I
Oh yeah.
appreciate you coming on here, bro. And I just wanna say I appreciate you for just man, I appreciate you, man. I just appreciate you a lot, bro. I just
Oh
appreciate
man, all love, brother. All love, man. It was still cool jumping on that chat back in January. I remember jumping on there and being like,
you.
pretty fucking cool. And then like I always love the ebb and flow of this the comment section. It's like, oh man, we love Giannis. Oh fuck you, Giannis. I love that. That's just always I don't take it to heart like I'm always looking at it, like I find it funny a lot of times. So yeah, bro. Yeah, thank you, man. Shit, have a good one, brother.
Hey, you too, man. I will be in touch, man. So hey,
Oh
just
yeah.
stay tuned, man. Hey,
Oh,
have a great day, bro.
let's go. You too.
Let's